Let's start with the Edge line, which is the lowest price point. It's their entry-level board, great board. This is your job, Vanna. Here we go. Now the Edge line, to make things a little bit more confusing, has a couple different brands within it, the Prime and the Premier lines. And so I don't know if this is completely true, but it's kind of split between US and Canada a little bit. We have the Prime line up here. Oh boy, Prime line is what we have up here, I believe.
Yes.
And so that is 2 colors. The first one I'm going to show you here is Dark Teak. And so it says right this is, look at that, hey? It's like they knew we were going to do this. They put it on the back side of the board so that we'd know.
You can use the other camera.
I don't want to use the other camera, Bryce.
Okay.
Fine.
He's going to use the other camera.
I'm going to put this here in front of the other camera now. So this is Dark Teak. Now,
Just like at home, you compromised.
yeah, I compromised and just used the camera he wanted, right? The Edge Prime Collection is actually surprisingly quite durable compared to other leading brands.
Like this Yeti mug.
Yeah.
From AZEK.
I got a plastic one.
Man.
So you win some, you lose some.
Like you lost yours.
Like I didn't lose it. I take very good care of that. I use the snot out of that thing. So if anybody at TimberTech wants to send us more of those, I'm starting a collection. And I actually would like bigger ones.
Like the 20 ounces.
So let's get off track here a little bit because that's what the show is about. This is what we like to do. This is what really ticks people off is when we get away from the decking and start talking about nonsense and then they make comments like, get to the point.
Yeti cups.
Those are great cups. However, they don't hold as much liquid as it looks like they do. That holds a cup of coffee, a mug of coffee out of my cupboard.
I think you drink different sizes of coffee than most people. Anybody that has ever spent any amount of time around you knows that you drink more coffee than the average Joe.
Yeah, that might be true, but it doesn't erase the fact that if you buy like a large or extra large coffee from Tim Hortons or Starbucks,
I would argue that most people buy medium or large, not large or extra
only the
large.
weak ones. No.
I just need some more coffee.
It doesn't fit into there. But I've also taken just the mugs I use at home, which are just a normal size coffee mug, and made a cup and poured it into that, and it fills it up. And it looks like it wouldn't fill that up, but it does. So
16 ounces.
if TimberTech has the 30-ounce ones, I'm not saying no. That's all I'm saying.
Just want to get some stuff done.
I wouldn't say no. Because I got into a bad habit of bringing 2 of those every day. I was bringing like 2 coffees. Like, this is my now coffee and this is my later coffee.
Yep.
But the Yetis, they work so well, it keeps it hot all day. So anyway, now that people are really fired up. Edge Prime boards. 2 colors in this lineup within the Prime collection, which is the one you're going to find in Canada. And so Dark Teak is the first one. It's like a nice dark gray. There's no variegation. Very durable to scratching. More so than some of the boards that cost more than them even in TimberTech's lineup. So they're a very impressive entry-level product. I don't want to throw price points because it'll be different everywhere, but this is the closest to treated wood pricing you're going to get from a TimberTech board. Now this is scalloped, and so we're going to show that here. This profile is scalloped. You got the 3 scallops that run through the back of the board. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing that. That's how the good brands maintain a lower cost on these boards, is by removing some of the material out of that. Not removing, but just extruding it with those voids in the deck there.
Less material, less cost.
It's fine. It's strong. So Dark Teak is the first entry into that. Now, I said I was going to keep my phone on the table so I could reference colors that we don't have here.
You get a lot of messages on there.
So next one is going to be also a Prime collection. So this is Maritime Gray. This is a popular one in our market because of the color. It's a neutral gray color. Very fine hair-like streaking, embossing on these ones.
Yes.
You don't get those distinctive knots or whatever, which is not a bad thing because any board that has knots in it, generally you see that repeat somewhere. These ones don't appear to have a repeating pattern because it's all very just linear graining. So nice board again, just as durable, same scalloping.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I think that cap is one of the most durable caps in any line.
Yeah.
Of any composite.
Yes, it is. It's quite good. Like for an entry-level board, you're getting a very durable board out of that. And usually with a lot of brands, that's kind of what you're not getting at the entry-level price point.
Yeah.
With a lot of brands, it's like, how does the entry-level one compare with the highest price point one? It's like durability is one of the things you're losing. But in their case, not the case.
Right.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Now, the Premier collection that you're going to find in the States, I'm going to have to look these up because we don't have the pieces.
There they are.
2 of the colors are the same. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that these ones are not scalloped in the States, but they might be a little bit thinner of a board. I may be wrong on that, but I believe that's the case.
That's what I think I heard too.
So you're going to get those two colors, the Maritime Gray and the Dark Teak, but you're also going to get a couple other colors called Tidal Sand, which is kind of a tanny, beigey color.
Is it really close to their
sandy birch? Similar, I would say similar family to sandy birch. And then Beechwood Gray, which is another gray, and I don't know how they compare. I think it's more of a kind of a lighter, kind of like a dirtier gray maybe. I'm just looking at the picture here and it's hard to tell.
Like a browner gray?
Maybe.
Instead of a bluer gray?
Possibly.
Yeah. If you will.
So Beechwood Gray and Tidal Sand, if you're in the US of A, you're going to have those options as well. If you're in Canada,
scroll up. Yeah.
Much like most of our lives, we have to give up a little to get a lot up here. And this was the sacrifice. Now, great boards if you want a little bit of coloring, because these are just solid colors.
Yep.
They are not interesting from a color perspective. They're just solid colors, which is what you'd expect out of the entry-level boards from anybody.
That's okay.